Good evening, I'm Alex Dierkman. The Indiana Department of Transportation is moving forward with construction of I-69 from Crane to Bloomington. As WTIU's Jimmy Jenkins reports, part of the process involves extensive environmental mitigation.
INDOT invited the press to tour some of its environmental mitigation sites in Greene County on Thursday. By law, the state must mitigate land on a 3-to-1 ratio. That means in Section 4, where 1,100 acres have been destroyed for I-69 construction, the state is required to mitigate 3,300 acres. INDOT spokesperson Will Wingfield says his department is exceeding that number.
Normally when you impact a forested area, you replant on a 1-to-1 ratio. Because this is habitat for the brown bat, we did that on a 3-to-1 ratio, and that's why there's so much more land that had been purchased either as conservation easements or outright for the mitigation.
INDOT is spending more than $77 million on mitigation. Nearly half of that is in Section 4, which runs from Crane to Bloomington. The goal is to return the property to its natural state before agricultural development changed the landscape. In addition to planting trees, INDOT has also acquired and preserved wetland areas as well as cave formations that are home to the Indiana bat. However, Citizens for Appropriate Rural Roads co-founder Thomas Tokarski says the damage done by I-69 can never truly be mitigated.
We know that a lot of the mitigation sites are going to be located directly next to the highway itself, which means they're degraded from the start. And so there's no way that these sites, they're feel-good measures for the regulatory agencies, but in terms of making up for the destruction of the project, it simply will not do it.
The first 67 miles of I-69 from Evansville to Crane opened in November. Section 4 is scheduled to be complete by the end of 2014. For WTIU News, I'm Jimmy Jenkins.
And the charitable wing of Chrysler Corporation has given the Howard County United Way $25,000 to assist with relief efforts in the wake of last month's flooding. The city was turned down for federal flood relief dollars. United Way Director Abby Smith says the cash can't replace the belongings of the hundreds of homeowners affected, but it can help replace some of what they've lost. However, Mayor Greg Goodnight says he'd like to find matching grants to apply for to make any city investment last longer, but isn't opposed to dipping into it to help those who were flooded out of their homes. And here's a look at the weather. Tonight, a 60% chance of thunderstorms with lows in the lower 60s. Tomorrow, the high will be 72 degrees, and again, expect a 60% chance of thunderstorms. And the chance of rain will be lower heading into tomorrow night, with lows around 50 degrees. And here's a look at the 5-day forecast. The forecast will clear up come Saturday, but the temperature will drop into the mid-60s on Saturday and the upper 50s on Sunday. For WTIU News, I'm Alex Dierkman.